Yuba stream today and not forget about the poor Yuba Tuba. Because yesterday I forgot all about it. Why does this keep pausing? Am I gonna have to cut somebody? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to cut somebody. I have a second computer that I work on this stuff on. When I have like a small little laptop that I could just pop open and just do a little bit here and there. But like, there's only so much. Let me don't say it. Let me just restart you. Don't do anything. For the love of God. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. How have your days been though? How y'all doing? How is everybody doing? You all having a nice little... Let me slide that over. I'm not trying to open Discord over here. Hello? Discord? Chill. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there we go. Okay, 2D. So, I mean, I kind of had the little pointer thingies. They kind of work now, which is kind of cool. And it was working yesterday. This hand that I had was just a little bit too big. So that's pretty cool. Anyway. Ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Brum, bum, ba-dum, bum. So yesterday I was trying to work on a bit of a state machine, actually. Could you imagine? V2. I don't want to see these UID things in here. Can I get rid of these? That's the first order of business. Does this show up too? Player, turn, state. It does not. All right, first order of business, get rid of that. Wait, let me, VC, init. This is tree, not tree sitter, it's a... Neo tree, I think? Neo tree? Neo tree? I have a Neo tree Lua script. Meh. Neo tree, ignore file extensions. GPT should be good enough for this one. Custom filter, file system filtered items. Let's see, file system filtered, what was it? Filtered underscore items equals never show. Okay. And then we'll just go to, it was never show, never underscore show. And then we just put in the thing. Okay, cool. But UID. All right, so let's try this. V2. It's still there. Oh wait. .gd.uid. That it's like a long extension. Got you. Stop. Stop. It's still there. You're not working. Specify patterns. Oh, okay. My node modules, get out of here. It's funny. Then let's do. What the hell is this? Get out of here. Okay, let's do custom. Oops, I did not mean to do that. And then it needs to be star. I think we're good now. This better work. Unless this thing just keeps hallucinating answers. It is. It's hallucinating answers. Oh my god. Unless the, okay, wait. D/UI. Okay. We try this again. V2, I need to just add this already. Please just add it. It keeps going, it's still here. I swear to God. Okay, why is it not working? Okay, Neotree. Maybe this will just like filter rules. Let's try this again. Filtered items ignore files. Filtered items ignore files. Filtered items. File system, filtered items. Hide by pattern. Okay. Oh, okay, this is good. This is the meat. Okay. Didn't I have this before? No, this hallucinated the whole shit. Okay, ignore files. Now it's correct, right? Ignore files, ignore underscore files, and then this will just be .uid. .uid. Actually, let's just do the whole thing. Doubles. Okay. Okay. Please. I pray. I pray, man. I pray. I friggin' pray. No. Why? Ignore files. Ignore. So this doesn't work. I mean, maybe I need to turn that flag on, which would be kind of dumb if I'm throwing in ignore files, but maybe never show? I could put never show. I could put never show. Never show. No, it's still here. Why? Why? Oops. Like this is, I'm getting stressed. Why does it still show it? Am I going crazy? Oh my god. I'm literally follow the documentation. Filtered items, file system, filtered items. I'm about to just give up. Technodite. How's it going, Techno? Long time no see. How you doing? Happy 2026, thank you. Long time no see, how have you been? I'm just struggling with Vim for a second. I'm gonna cope and say, you know what? It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter anyway. Libov Firewatcher? What the hell's Libov Firewatcher? Could that be why? Wait. I don't know what that is, but that could be why. How's your 2026 going so far? Yeah, screw this, man. Just get the shit out of here, man. Stop. Okay, we're good. All right, so anyway, yesterday I was trying to do this. I was working on a little state machine because nothing screams state machine more than a battle does. These friggin' battle states, I swear to God. Boom. I don't know if I need states for the player turn or the enemy turn. Like, I might. Am I just queuing up states to the battle? Maybe? I think I am. I think that is what we're doing. That might be actually what we're doing. So I think let's go to and then we have these in the V2. We have a folder and we're just gonna call these commands. And they're gonna be like little things for the player to interact with and stuff. All right, let me. All right, there we go. Okay, so we have the enter state. So I guess the first order of business is going to be get into the player turn state, swap to the enemy turn state, and we're just gonna do this. This is fine. I'm gonna do like, we're gonna do a TTL. So let's do create get tree, create timer. Hey Bix, how's it go? How's it going? Welcome in. You a fellow Godoer? You're so hyped? What are you so hyped about? Fill us in. 3. Oh, let's do 1. Time out. And then we're gonna connect this to a func, which is gonna be like, hey boy, we're gonna do like a little bit of a wait a second. What is all the hype about? Tell me now, I'm on edge. I'm on edge. You better not leave me on edge. I'll bite somebody. Arr. Funk, create timer. We're gonna do a change state that emit, and then we're gonna do like a few days ago I finally got around to copy my project from a computer and new one. Now I finally got here, got the input rejection working. Input rejection? Oh, you're talking about input. What is input rejection? That's the last thing I want in my game. That's what my games do by default. They reject all my input. It's one of those games where I only want the player to move one tile at a time and reject the input while they're moving. Oh, I see. That's fairly easy to do, right? I would imagine if you're keeping track, if the player is moving, then you just ignore all input, and then you when velocity dies or like it reaches its destination or whatever, is moving will be set to false, and then it'll listen to inputs again. That should be like an if statement, right? Hey Devils, how's it going? That's exciting. You're doing like a tile-based movement, which I haven't tried yet. I think Pokemon actually does like tile-based movement. Pokemon. Kind of forced to figure stuff out myself, as the movement is supposed to be jank and retro. Like I'm forced to figure out a lot myself. Yeah, that's how it is. Like a lot of stuff for me might be pretty obvious to somebody, but for me it's a friggin' experience, man. It's a friggin' experience. By the way, Devils, yesterday I got the thing working. Like there was just like a simple formula you could use to calculate. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh. It's targeting everything, but you know what? That's fine. All right. And you goddamn right. It's glorious enough for now. It'll carry us. It's pretty cool. Speaking of Dex, I think we're gonna need a hand for targeting. We will need a hand. The hand of God. The Mickey Mouse hand of God. All tutorials are just set momentum to this. Like, I don't want momentum, I just want to hard code that shit like they used to in the old days. Yeah, a lot of stuff uses velocity that you can pass in, because everything has physics built in one way or another. In the old days, didn't they just like update the position just little by little? I wouldn't know though. What do we need? We need the hand of God. You see how I got this little hand here? I copied it from online just to have a hand. But any kind of pointer to point at characters that are being targeted would be good to have, I think. It could be a hand, or it could be something else that you feel like might be appropriate. We could try with whatever. If you don't have any other ideas though, just a hand is good enough. The Cubastic platformer online somewhere. Gotcha. What size? Probably. How big is this one? This looks like it's around. I think the size that I have this right now is pretty good. This would be like, it would fit in a box That's up to 32 pixels. It can be smaller. It doesn't. This one doesn't necessarily need to be fixed at a certain size because I could just resize it. But yeah, up to 32 is probably fine. That might need to shrink it. I think it just needs to look good next to a character, so you could just compare it and just see how it feels. But I think whatever size I have, this one is probably good. I can't tell how big this is. Wait, let me see if I could use a ruler. Where's my ruler? Hold on. I don't think I have a ruler. I can do this one though. Maybe. There it is. It's 60 pixels. Goddamn, never mind. You can only size the pixel art, so I need to make it what size you need it. Right. Exactly. This thing has a lot of pixels. That's not pixel art. No, it's not. In regards to rejecting the inputs, I had the variables set up already, so it was just a matter of time putting if statements in the correct place. Yeah, less rejecting it. The way of saying rejecting sounds a bit weird to me. Like it's more like just not listening. Yeah, I think this thing is 64. How big are the characters again? They were honestly like the height of the characters. $20. Because I think like this is big enough. 1632. I'm a little worried that 1632 might feel too big. So you can make it smaller than that. I'm trying to see though. We don't have to work with the 16s either for this one because it's unique. Kelly, hi, how's it going, Kelly? How you doing? Just skipping the inner input step entirely if the player is moving. Just if it's moving, return. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it sounds like. So it's just like, I don't want to hear anything. It's just putting in the earplugs. I think 20 feels good. 20 for the width. $20 for the width, and whatever feels appropriate for the height for whatever graphic you're making should be good. But it should be a widthy fellow. So width should be the longer part. If you're making a hand, at least, that's what I would feel like. Because it's doing a little pointy. Yeah. Just do whatever height works for you with the 20, I think. Does it feel weird working with the 20 though? Or, I mean, if you want more space, you can try for it. I just don't know if it'll be too big because 32 is this big, which is a huge pointer. It's a huge pointer. Let's see, 20. 20 and 10. This feels like the right size, 20 and 10. There's a lot of learning though. This is my first serious project using Godot, as well as my first 3D project learning how GDScript works, as well as learning how to make all the assets look the way I want. It's a lot of work. 16 if that works. Yeah, that's probably fine too. 16 probably on the right size. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. First serious project? That's cool. What are you making in Godot? Sounds like you're making a kind of retro kind of RPG-ish. Mind you, it won't take up the full square. Yeah. I think it's important that the width takes up most of it, but because I need it towards the end. But then again, I could just offset it. That's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Bum 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 bum. That's fine. Bum 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 bum. First-person dungeon crawler with retro-inspired graphics and feel. Oh, ooh, a first-person dungeon crawler. That sounds cool. Yeah, because usually they're like top-down 2D. Is what I see dungeon crawler as. That's a pretty different take on what I normally see. We have the battle state machine. Is that why tile movement? One of those square by square first person kind of things. Like the original roguelike, the original Rogue game. Where they loot the chests and all that, maybe. I remember playing those real back in the day. Like really far back. Battle state machine. Battle state machine. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Battle state machine. This has way too much responsibility. Way too much responsibility. The battle state machine. But maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I'm gonna try to simplify this down a lot. Load party. Initialize battle. Ready, initialize the battle. Initiate the battle. Boom, 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 boom. Loads up the combatants. Adds child. State queue is gonna be actually the turns. Which combatants don't matter, I guess. This is kind of weird. Randomizing delay between movement intervals during the movement between tiles so that I feel less predictable and kind of janky. Yeah. It's also how the old Pokemon games work too. They always had that square movement. Maybe I don't need a state queue. I just have combatants and they can pass in The combatants are fine. And then what I can do here is the order of combatants is right now dictating the flow of the battle. So if I can go to next turn, this returns. Current combatant, okay. Var state equals current combatant. I'm gonna construct these. I'd need some kind of factory or something, right? Let me see. If combatant how do I check the type? Current combatant that is type of, oh, there we go. Current combatant is type. I can't just say equals type of, and then we'll say battle player. I think we can do that. And then we'll do player turn state that new, and then we have to pass in stuff, right? I think this is still gonna be like the home that I need to work with. Player turn state. Okay, let's add this one here. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. How do you call the init function? Can you pass it in with the new? This feels real weird doing this like this. This is still like an amalgamation. This is refactor, by the way. So this uses self and current combatant. Does this work? This way, the state itself will handle the battle, and it has a reference to. It should have a reference to whatever. And then there should be no battle loop, right? The states themselves should be getting rid of the battle loop. And then it can call next turn from the state itself. I think. I think it can do that. Player turn state. So it loads up the current combatant, throws that into a player turn state. If it's this, if type of current combatant is I'm gonna just do type of battle enemy, then this is definitely the wrong way to do this, but I'm just gonna do it for now. Equals enemy turn state dot new, and then we have self and current combatant. Like, this is a factory pattern if I've ever seen one. Boom, 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 boom. Why expected closing what? How about close your face? Okay. Oh, I forgot to put a... Okay. Yeah, it does sound like a cool project. I agree. Change. Okay, can I just do this? Add child state. Player turn state because of a parser error. Add child state. Add child. Maybe I should do this in the beginning, yeah? I'm not really sure how I should be doing this. Unit, so this is the unit battle player. Init calls this, enter. Maybe these just need to be swapped out. Because doing this every time is just like dumb, kind of. Yeah, I think that's kind of dumb. Let me go up to ready. Okay. We could just do add child here, I think. Add child. Add child. Boom, 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 boom. D2. D/add. Okay. Oh, sure. We don't have current combatant, so we'll just delete to that. Could not resolve class enemy turn state. Well, why not? Why were you able to do it before? Now you can't do it. Weird, but okay. I'm just gonna... Okay. Stop. I'm gonna say... var player turn state equals player turn state. Could not parse global class. Player turn state from utils, player turn state. Do I have an error here? Like, well, unit is not declared. Yeah, well, screw you too. Okay. Oh wait, I messed up. I forgot to put the state machine var. Battle state machine is battle state machine. Ah. Why is it not here? Gonna cut somebody. Why is it not in the current scope? Yes, it is. You're lying to me. You're lying to me. Battle, I don't know, SM. Stop. Wait, no, that's fine. That keeps that there. Battle statement. Why you want to work sometimes and not work others? Battle state machine. Did I type something wrong? Like, no. Also just fixed my movement. I was missing the line that set the correct forward direction when rotating to right. Oh yeah. That can happen. Cannot find battle state machine in current scope. Could that be because it is on crack? It could possibly be because it's on crack. Enemy turn state. Enemy turn state. Boom. Player turn state equals this. New player turn state sub. Boom. And then C2 is enemy. Okay. Enemy, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's go to enemy turn state. Okay. Unit, you better get the hell out of here. You know it's good for you. Bar battle. Actually, I'm just gonna yank that real quick. Yank that chain real quick. Battle SM. Okay. Battle state machine equals battle SM. That's fine. Yeah, you can't find it because it's on crack. Don't you worry though. It'll be done soon. Cannot resolve internal class in it. Why? Okay, they are working now. Okay, do battle loop is not found because we officially don't need it anymore, I think. We load the party. Next turn. Okay, we don't need to do this anymore. Okay. Player state. Player turn state that unit equals current combatant. This would be enemy turn state that unit equals current combatant. Okay, and then this boom, 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 boom. So this changes the player that's plugged into the player state. This plugs in the enemy that's in the enemy state. Okay, now we can jump over here. Yes, yes. Originally planning a more simple art style, but I generated a few simple mock-ups using an image generator to get some inspiring, and I'm low-key tempted to go for something similar to what they generated. Obviously using image and actual pipeline is a no-no, but no, like I think there's no problem like using the image generation stuff. Like if you're just trying to like fill in any gaps that you're starting off with and like you just need art to just get yourself moving, I think it's fine. I don't see any problem with that. I'd probably do that too, but probably later on in the way, once I kind of have some kind of stuff in place, I'm able to prototype. Now I'd be like, okay, now I need to fill in some art, and then I'd start swapping it out. But like to get rolling, absolutely. Because like if you want to do like placeholder art, like it still takes time. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to like get all this stuff, like even if it's just like placeholders for everything, like it still takes time to generate all those yourself. So you could absolutely generate whatever you want and scrap it yourself. I mean, people are releasing AI games on Steam now. It's ridiculous. Completely AI generated, but you have to mark that it's AI generated. You know, some quick, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much what Devil said, yeah. I agree with that. use whatever the little motivating factors are that can get you going to see your idea, see reality, but just don't forget to take it out later. If you do, then you got to mark your game as an AI game on Steam. Current combatant, boom, boom, boom. And then we do this will be, I can say, funk, next state, void is going to be, this is not going to return a void. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom. Unit is gonna be of type current combatant. Now I want to return just battle state. Return player turn state. Return enemy turn state. Throw. I don't know. How do you throw exceptions here? I don't know how to throw exceptions in Godot. Oh, push error. Well then. I don't know. Turn null. I'm screwed. Var state equals get next state now. Next state dot change battle state. This is the battle state machine. State machine. From state not equals current state. So that's already going to pose an issue. It's not going to do anything. Shit. Used mesh or whatever to generate 3D model from pictures. Then I imported in the Blender and by hand remeshed it. Got me to form I was struggling with, but none of the generate stuff made in it. To be honest, I might not even release on Steam. Steam is only if I ever feel like something worth charging for. Otherwise, I don't really see a point in self-publishing there. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all up to you. It's worth releasing on Steam to learn the process of releasing on Steam, which I understand to be an invaluable experience. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Even if you don't feel like it's gonna sell, it's like $100 investment to kind of get an understanding of the process and how it all works. So if you're like serious about it, then you should probably release something. It's an investment into future success. But yeah, if you feel like it's not really something worth releasing, then that's your opinion, I guess. But if you're serious about releasing something on Steam, then man, you'll need to learn at some point. Start with itch.io. I could do the on-change state. I need to check in. Wait, hold on. Godot state, well, state machine turn-based battle system. What was I looking at the other day? It was yesterday. I want to see what they kind of did. Finite state machines, light mode. Oh, there we go. This is a state machine for iGame state. This is for the entire game though. Game state with messages. Look at C# and C sharpen. Look at that. I'm too busy writing my Linux box to do game dev because Coco inspired me with this fake Linux setup. I tried installing Linux and I was just like, this is cool, but I can't do some of my work. So I was like, let me just make it look that way. You know, it works well enough. I mean, you can do this on Windows. And you get all the benefits of being able to still play all the video games. Just stock is Ubuntu, okay. Because I installed Arch. I had CachyOS. That shit took like a millennia to get working. I won't have time to do work anyway with all the ricing, right? Did someone say Arch? I did. I installed a Arch-based Linux system. Friggin' bread. Still doing math homework, I bet. Got Endeavor and Neary Window Manager, the dopamine. What's Neary Window Manager? Let's see. With infinite horizontal scroll. That sounds like a nightmare in my opinion. We're on the horizontal strip. You could just keep going and going and going. Oh, hell no. That would take forever. I mean, I already kind of have that, right? I don't know. It goes up and down too. Yeah, I don't know. Just install Yaspi on your Windows machine. That's all you need. Yaspi and Komorebi. It comes with it. All you need. All you friggin' need. Somebody like me, I use multi-monitor where I had to customize the screen layout with Xserver. I ended up borking myself. I do have multi-monitors, and they're both like ultra wides, which is like, it's a nightmare to kind of do with this kind of stuff. You still await pseudo stream? You're gonna be waiting for a very long time, maybe. You can be waiting a very long time. Change state. It's near. That's the call of desperation. Multi-monitor in Linux needs a lot of work. To be fair, on Linux, you don't really need multi-monitors. That's probably why, depending on your window manager, because, you know, they're kind of geared. But I mean, you can do the multi-screens like really easily, right? It's kind of like this, actually. Sorry if I make anyone stroke out. Going to span displays and treat multiple monitors as one large display. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a pain. Wipeout state machine, extends state machine. All right, so this is kind of what I have. So this is my battle state machine. Wait a second. What the hell does enter do on this state machine? Okay, wait, stop. Enter. Game state with messages extends game state. Okay, so we're starting from the bottom. Game state. Okay, game state with messages is an abstract class that inherits game state. And then finite state machine is an abstract class that inherits game state with messages, which inherits game state. Ridiculous. And then wipeout state machine 2 inherits finite state machine, which inherits game state with messages, which inherits game state. This is a whole huge ass inheritance chain, which I'm not doing. That's crazy. No thank you. No thank you. What was the other recommendation? That's way too much abstraction. What was that? Work in progress? Oh, shit. What is that? It's like is that your 2-monitor setup? Oh wait, no, this is just the horizontal. This is horizontal scrolling? That's crazy. Just the overview, right? Okay, I see. That's pretty cool though. Like if you can take a screenshot, it's just all like one huge ass horizontal scroll, then that's nuts. Use responsibly. Yeah. Video surround on Windows only allows for landscape displays. 600 terminals to the right. Just don't look over there, okay? That's the side we don't talk about. Got a pro GPU for Mosaic, so I can run them in portrait. Dang, you flipping that monitor? I haven't done that in a while. I did that for a little bit, but I just couldn't do it long term. You picking up your drawing pen tomorrow? Awesome. What are you gonna draw for us? What is it gonna be? Can you draw fan pseudo art, Fred? I want to see a bread rendition of the pseudo art. Bread rendition of pseudo. I'm not seeing the thing that I clicked on the other day. I know I spelled something wrong. State machine turn-based battle system. State machine turn-based battle system. Okay, let me just do like architecture. I did that. Come on, come on, come on. There it is. Oh, my freaking eyes, man. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We're gonna have to like... my eyes actually hurt from that. I used to run 4K displays in portrait. It was sexy as hell, but performance suffered a lot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably. 4K displays. I don't even have 4K display. That's the fancy shit. How the hell do you have 4K displays? You're like, I don't have the budget to push my game to Steam, but I can buy the 4K monitors. Well, maybe that is why you have the money not to spend on the Steam release. Hold on. I need like dark mode extension. Dark mode extension. Okay. You downgraded? Okay, stop. Jesus Christ, man. Stop. Okay. How do we use this? Dark mode is on. Stop, dark mode, come on. Oh my God. It's on. Oh my God, man. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll look into the light. Okay. Whew. First step done. I swear to God, this is like every single time, and it's a pain in my ass. It's actually a pain in my ass. Stop. I don't even care. I can't read the text. It's fine. It's just, it's too bright, man. It's too friggin' bright. Stop. That wasn't even the right one. Come on. There it is. It's like manually dark moding this friggin' page, man. Unbelievable. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Okay. We're safe. We're safe. Sorry, I was fighting light mode real quick. Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. My eyes were being burned out. What do you mean pseudo art? Like birthday stuff? No, like just Art of the pork knuckle. Recreate the pork knuckle. Pseudo, maybe you'll resummon Pseudo back in. First to a single 4K TV, now I'm on a 1080p TV. Yeah, I'm on 1080. Well, not 1080p, but a little bit up. Just ultra wide version of that. That's not what you should be yelling at me. You should be yelling at me because a new PC, which is in a working state, which cost me like $3,000 when it's done. It doesn't include the SSD since they were taken for. Oh my Jesus. A $3,000 PC. Mine I think cost me around $1,000. Mind you, that includes from when I first bought it, including till now all the upgrades that I made on it. And I bought this PC back in 2015. This thing is 11 years old that I'm streaming on. I just upgraded the parts. Can afford multi-$1,000 PC, but can't afford $100 to publish on Steam. That sounds like a money allocation issue. I did some drawings related to community due to your birthday passing. Sadly, I did not have my pen for the birthday time. Oh, that's fine. I got happy I got $50. I know, right? The motherboard was like 20. The motherboard? 2,300? What the hell motherboard is cost 2,300? I wasn't aware that motherboards can go so expensive. What the hell? I didn't know they can be that much. Boom, 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 boom. I have an issue with this. Enemy turn state. Enemy turn ends. Enemy turn timer. Change state to the player turn state. Why should the enemy know that it's the player turn state next? That's my issue with this. Okay. We can fix that. Battle manager has current state as a battle state. Right. So you initialize the states, right? That's kind of what I'm doing now. Change state to the player turn state. Update. Current state on update. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I'm trying to imagine what other states would I have, because the battle would probably be more than these two states. So there's the player turn state. There would be the enemy turn state. I don't even know like if it makes sense to have these separated. It's just like a character turn state where character does actions. Like it feels weird to me that these are abstracted to different kinds, but it's fine. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just being dumb. Current state on exit. Using a framework, ITX board includes CPU, RAM, GPU all built into it. Oh, okay, I see. Canadian dollars, right. CAD to USD, let me see, 2,300. Oh, yeah. Which is 1659. That's a substantial. Damn, I should go to Canada. The hell? I should go to Canada.
Vix Plays just followed.
I feel like my buck will be worth a lot more. Thank you for the follow, by the way. That's actually ridiculous. You get a lot of bang for your buck. Greatly appreciated them. Implementing command pattern for actions. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here and I'm just gonna. I'm gonna do this. I'm actually not gonna extend the state machine, I think. I think I'm gonna do my state machine a little bit differently. Extends node 2D. Battle state extends state. Like, these might be the same thing, maybe, but like, it calls up. Let me think about this. Change state. So what would need to happen? This changes the state from boom, 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 boom. Maybe we could use states, but we would need to just use a different state machine, because the way that this works is actually kind of fine. The state machine is the actual issue, I think. Right? Like, this is all kind of okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna no duty. I'm gonna do this. Battle state machine. Okay, let me see. Good luck finding a job in Canada, though. Not a lot of places with fake job listings, entry level, but not willing to train, so they hire people that already have work experience. It ain't that entry level, is it? That's how everything is. Yeah, it sucks too. You get a job in my province that has minimum wage of like 27 bucks an hour. 17, not 27. Oh. I would guess tech, which 17 sounds kind of low for literally any job, like even mopping floors. That's crazy. Man, it's backbreaking work. You're trying to get a job in tech, though. Yeah. That's crazy. Well, some people need to move to Canada. It's gone up. Really want to do Bread Game in like 2 to 3 weeks. Is Bread Game ready? I wasn't even there for Bread Game 1. Children is Get Children. No, I'm not doing this like this. So we're gonna delete this. This is not how it's gonna work. Children, child, whatever.
Christian Leonly just followed.
Hey, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks, follow. Bread. Give myself a bread. I said a bread line. I actually said a bread line. Unbelievable. How about you give yourself a bread line, all right? You're in enough shape to do it. Landscape is like 20 bucks an hour. Oh, if you're not in shape, maybe it will make you in shape. If default state. Okay, so we have a default state here, ready. Battle state machine. Okay. Process, physics process. If current state, then okay, if current state, boom. Update physics, force on change. I don't know if I want force on change in these. On change state, boom. This would subscribe to the child state on change state, right? That's why it does it. I see. Okay, I see. So we kind of do need that. Never mind. I see it. Because on change state, it needs to listen to on change state. But I mean, like, there's an on change state function here, though. Which, you know, maybe we could do this. Maybe we could do this. But for now, I'm going to comment it out. I'm also going to comment out the on change state. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, do all this, remove this, battle started. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, right? Let's go ahead and delete this. Whoops. The hell did I delete? Okay. Yeah, I think I deleted the right stuff. Okay, cool. So this is the battle state machine. And we'll add a new thing, and that's gonna be for, hold on, create new script. This is gonna be battle manager. I'm just gonna call you battle manager. It's gonna extend the state machine. Battle manager. Okay. Class battle manager. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Class name. All right. We catch up. Bread Game 2 will be done on my voice and channel. Awesome. No more inconveniences. Cool. You're finally gonna stream. You're finally gonna do it. I did it for summer, but boss and I mutually parted ways. Oh, okay. I see landscape. They needed somebody that could do more of the work, and I wasn't good enough shape to do it. I slept like a log on a rock while I was doing it, though. It really tuckered me out. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it'd tire you out. E-Dragon. How you doing? How you doing, E-Dragon? Time is ticking. The little one is coming soon. Might just do random Undertale no-hit attempt stream just to check on my energy capacity to stream and how my laptop will handle it, so I'm prepared for bread games. I'm sure you have a good energy capacity. I mean, you seem to have a lot of energy when you're voicing the stuff in Ace Attorney. Doing good, drunk as shit. There you go. I were in good enough shape, I wouldn't hesitate to do it again. How you celebrate birthday? We didn't do anything special. I just went out with the wife for lunch. Had some cake at night. That was about it. On stream, we didn't do anything that special either. We just did game dev. Like a nerd. Like an actual nerd. Sounds good, yeah. It was good, though. It was good. Boom. we'll just get rid of all this. Default state, current state. I don't even think I need a default state. If default state, current, okay, we can do that, I guess. Would 100% do the same, in my opinion. Yeah. I don't know, once you get old enough, it's like you don't really care anymore. It's like the simple things are just the best things to do. I don't need anything special. It was nice. Everyone was telling me happy birthday. It was sweet. Pseudo made a little art thing. He threw something in the art channel. It was pretty funny. Boy, Stephen Coco. You goddamn nerd. Don't make me redeem it myself. I will redeem it myself. Where's my nerd? Where's my nerd at? Where's my nerd at? Oh my god, I can't find it. There it is. Nerd. You nerd. Alright, when I went over 18, everything special went away. Pseudo's art was really fun. Yeah, it was. He freaking had the time lapse. Like he doing like what Lou did with the time lapses. Those time lapses are so cool. Just watching the works be created from a blank slate is absolutely insane. I don't think I want to call on change state, but I could leave this in here. Whoops. GCIP. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna be like that. Maybe I'll make something called like func add state. Yeah? And then this will just be like state s state. Okay. And then what we can do here is states dot states child dot or states s dot name dot to lower equals s do I have to actually add the child? I don't know, man. Add child s. And then we could do s dot change state dot connect on change state. I should have this code back in here. We're good. State machine sad. I know, right? Sad structure. Getting a little bit of structure. Feels real bad. Makes me feel better that your state machine has ended up looking like my state machine attempts, but also kind of sad because there must be a better way. So you end up with the desperate files and the inheritance chains. I just want to go back to an enum and switch statement. I mean, you're invited to do it. For what I currently have, it's probably still possible. Like, it's probably okay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. I need to definitely give this more time and thought, though. Dang, it's still just half an hour. I should start thinking about dinner, and I'm hungry. I'm blaming it on my new sleep schedule. I've been trying to cut back closer to 8 hours every night, but it just makes my days a lot longer. What do you mean cut back closer to 8 hours? Like you're sleeping longer than 8 hours a night? And you're trying to stop being like a bear in the winter, or you're trying to get more sleep? Your state machine is currently a moving yes and no. That is the most basic state machine. That is actually the most basic one. Yeah, E-Dragon saying is pretty much a enum switch statement is kind of the same thing. Just polymorphing into something else. Yeah, it's just this is just a different representation of it. Should quote unquote be an easier way to handle the state machine if it's, you know, a little bit a pain in the ass. I'm just thinking how I want the battle state machine to work. So I want this to be able to... We have states that we can work with. And then we'll also have like... this is still like the same thing. Func, change, state. Like this would be the... Maybe I would just add a bunch of the different states as the cues. Because like, so how would this work? Like I have, this is my issue right now. I'm gonna have 4 party members, multiple monsters. Does each player get a player state now? Player state. Player battle state? I don't know. No, this class name player battle state. No, this is the wrong one. Battle state. See, now I'm getting confused. All these bullshits. It's in V2. Oh, player turn. Okay. So would I be queuing up multiple of these player turns? Check out this file state machine. Alright. I'll look at it in a second. Because, like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have a state machine associated with this. It's going to have enter player name, blah, blah, blah. But... is it the right answer to do one of these per party member? Or am I swapping out the members? What would be the easier one to manage? That's what I don't know. And I feel like I kind of just want to create one per party member. Alright, let's see. Another tab for the mix. Can you just go here? Yeah, cool. Character states. Oh man. Oh my bejesus. All right. The first thing I see is all these states in a single file. And the 3,403 lines of code. Or lines. Is actually this many lines. Oh no. That's insane. But it looks hella organized. I mean, I can't knock it, right? Have you seen the project? It's gorgeous. This person did not want to do a finite state machine. Okay, if anyone could have benefited from it, like, this person could have. Yeah. There is a state machine. That's like what these enums are. And I don't even think it's like a regular state machine. Like, this is idle. The states have states. It's like a state stack, which is insane. So if you're idle, you're checking the idle type that you are. Which, you know, that is a thing. Like, you'll need to, your states might have states. This is insane, though. What the hell? Your state stack? Well, excuse me. They must have a huge spreadsheet. I don't know. It looks clean, right? Like, it's like, how does it make sense? It looks clean as hell, though. But it's a lot. I'm all for somebody just like, you know, doing some big script here and there, but like, this is a bit much. Everything is just in one file. Like, I guess they can export this pretty easily. We heard you like states, so we put our states in your states so you can state while you state. Welcome to Game Dev Q. Wait until those baby states have states as well. Then you'll be a state grandfather. And your states will have states, which will also have states. You get an error being in the wrong Isle state. I mean, I can't shit on it. It does what it needs to do, right? So I can't even shit on it. Like, they did it. This person is a mad lad. Actual mad lad. New film, The State Father. So far it's been a lot better, just haven't got past the first week. Time will tell if I'm consistently able to sleep better. I do find myself more tired through the day. Okay. These are longer average. Having larger swings of length would... Wait, why are your days longer on average? Are you working with 25 or 26 hours? Did you find an extra 2 hours that you'd like to share with me as well? I would like a few extra hours as well in a day. Please. A couple 1 to 2 all-nighters a week. Yeah, 1 to 2 all-nighters a week sounds pretty unhealthy though. Team of a few people? Okay. Insane. Blender Studio presents Godot Game Engine. This is the game that's for. That's crazy. And the funny thing is I can kind of see like how those... I can see it in my head, like how they did the state machines and all that with the enums. It's just insane, though. It's just insane. There's tons of devlogs too. What percentage of the devlogs are spent in that state machine? Long on average, I'm not compensating my sleeping more. Sleep is split. I just got a yawn. What the hell? All of them. 1 to 2 all-nighters a week for 30 years kind of wrecked me. Yeah, that would wreck me too. You're definitely losing the brain cells. You should probably fix that, which sounds like you're trying to do. That's insane though. All right, I don't want to see that. I just want a simple state machine, you know, that will treat me right. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, I could just emit a signal that goes to the next turn. And then this thing will just be like, okay, I got you, bro. Because I don't think whoever's turn it is, they shouldn't know who's the next turn. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Mental model, less moving parts, right? Just change the actor with one state machine. And the machine represents the player, not the actor. And the machine represents your player, not the actor. Well, you mean the state? Yeah. I think the state should represent the actor at this point because, like, yeah. Because I just want to initialize, I want to have one player turn state for each player. I feel like it would be easier because if I'm swapping out the battle player, then I'm just adding confusion. I feel like that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm gonna go back to doing this one. Battle player is battle player. Battle player equals BP. Okay. Are we complaining turn order with the state machine? Is it the same thing? Well, here's the thing. So if it's the player's turn, I want to say the player's turn is finished. And normally in a state machine, when, you know, you're just like, you want to change the state, whatever state it is, it says, okay, let's change state to, I'm state A, I want to change state B. So it will say change state to B. But in this case, the state itself doesn't know what the next state should be. So it would just have to say, my turn is finished. So say, so B is the next player, right? It could be like, we'll say that A1 is player turn state 1 for player 1. And A2 is player turn state for a second player. Like, I gotta have individual things. Gonna miss response as well, right? That's fine. Yeah, it'll be like something where so I'm gonna throw the battle state machine into the battle manager. So the battle manager will be this will be the start of everything. This should plug in the states to the state machine. That should be here. And then the battle state machine will just be like, all right, well, just tell me what to do. Tell me what state's next. And then it'll handle all the swapping and stuff and which state is currently running. While so the one state will be in progress, and then when the state finishes, it'll be like, okay, I'm done. So maybe a signal will come up and be like, turn finished. And then I'm trying to figure. Maybe it would be the battle manager that would decide which state goes next. Which might make sense. That might make sense. Because the battle manager has like the logic. So if I was doing like something based on speed, which I eventually do plan to do, the battle manager would have to know like who's up next. Where the transitions weren't part of the code but linked by signals, right? Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of how I have the state machine currently. Like, I have a state machine on my player as well, which I feel like it's definitely overkill. Like, this is definitely overkill, but I do have it. And to change the state, I just do a change state emit here, where it tells it to go to idle, and it'll just do that through the state machine. So it emits that. Bam, goes down here. On change state, it checks the state if it's different, blah, blah, blah. Transitions. But I need something a little bit different because a player state is still a player state. A player turn state is still a player turn state. So I still need a transition from a player turn to a player turn. So I'll need to wrap up whatever happens in each player turn state. I think I just need to have a player turn state for every player and then enemy turn state for every enemy. I think that just makes the most sense. I also don't know, like, what happens if I try to do, like, you know, other states as well. Like, so if it's the player turn, there's going to be, like, menu selection and all this kind of stuff as well. So there'll be, like, there'll probably be a skill sub-menu that they can pick different skills. Attack, when you click attack, you're going to be selecting the enemies. Like, there's different states of these states. Animation is one thing too, right? States and states. Again, the joke, that monstrosity, the 3,000 lines of code. That was it. Let me just get the basic thing going. I'll just make one for every person. I'm gonna make a player turn state for every player in the party. Load party. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Welcome back. I saw your message about the sleep. That's crazy. I don't think you can make up on lost sleep, unfortunately. So you got to do what you do. You got to just get the sleep. Just don't miss it in the first place is what you need to focus on doing. Not sure why you have 1 to 2 days where you don't sleep. Is it just because you can't sleep, or are you just busy? Get it to just print the name. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna start with that, and I think I'm gonna do that again. That's what I did last time, and it was like the easiest way to start. Do battle loop. One thing at a time, though. The brain just likes to think too much. Just because I can't sleep has been a normal part of my life since I was like 3 years old. That's crazy. Yeah, that's... You got whatever... You got some of whatever gamer got. Do battle loop, void, well, condition met, await next turn. Okay. The nice thing is with this, I don't think I need to do a kind of battle loop necessarily. I just await a signal, which should be like signal, turn, finished. That's all I would need to do, really. It's more like a linked list, yeah. I kind of remember a linked list, not entirely. It's like, is that what I'm doing with this? Is this like a linked list? Because I have the index at all times of where I'm currently at. Like, It has a current index, a next, and a previous. I've been compensating by sleeping when I'm able to. Anybody who says that comparison maybe linked list is just an item with a pointer to the next item. Oh, okay. Okay. It just knows what comes next. That rings a bell a little bit. Anybody who says you can't get caught up on sleep is wrong. At a certain point, I sleep enough to get enough quality of my sleep. My body will force me awake and not let me sleep. Reading that sentence made me feel like I'm missing some sleep as well, though. Doubly linked list is the one that does the previous one. There you go. It's doubly linked. It got both cheeks. So I'll go ahead and do, instead of this, boom, 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 boom. Ready. We will call. Dun, 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 dun. It's not the same thing as catching up on sleep. Yeah, it's certainly not. You lose something when you miss sleep. And that's like your brain just slowly dying. I don't remember like everything that happens, but I think like your brain does like some kind of repair mechanism when you sleep. And if you miss that sleep, like your brain doesn't do that repair. And I think like you're like slowly killing off your brain cells. If your body forcing you awake was an indicator that you're caught up, then my insomnia thinks I caught up after 30 minutes. My all-time record for the most sleep I've gotten was 25 hours. It wasn't straight though. I could get up for food, water, washroom, and then 25 hours. I was after a week of shitty sleep, all-nighter at the end of it. That's ridiculous. That's like you're actually hibernating. Have you ever seen like a sleep doctor? just gonna throw that out there. Have you seen a sleep doctor? We'll go ahead and throw this here. Where the hell did I load the party? Oh. Okay, cool. Oops, do it above. Let's load the party. For each party member loaded in, we got the ranchers coming on the outside and battle player. Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and add new self P. Add child, player turn state. I don't know if I need to actually. I don't know if I need to add child here, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Add state. Player turn state. Okay, there we go. That's it. Not in years. I did see a doctor about it when I was like 4, but not since. It's a long time ago, maybe. Might want to reconsider. That's the worst best sleep I've ever had was cycling for charity. Way home, got pizza, fell asleep with it on the bed. Pizza still in hand. It refused to leave. Okay. Current offset equals offset increment. What is... I don't even know what this is for anymore. What the hell? Stop. Stop. Something weird here. Was married then, 8 in the morning. Was it still okay? Did you not get a stomachache from eating pizza that was left out overnight? You mad lad. Actual mad lad. Godot died. Probably did, yeah. Young and dumb. I remember I was like, I remember I got like, I was kind of drunk. I was at my friend's place and she was like, she drank too much and she was vomiting. And I was just drunk too. I was like, well shit, that sucks. I was like eating pizza that was like left out for a really long time. It was like I don't know what spurred me to do that. I had like the worst stomachache the next day. Okay, what the hell happened here? Okay, good. Boom, 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 boom. Probably not health advisory. Probably, yeah, young and dumb. Like Devil was saying. Battle manager. Yeah, I wasn't feeling the best the next day. I'll just say that. I couldn't eat for like 2 days. It was rough. It was terrible too because I was staying over at another friend's place and he was like out and I was just like in the bed. I was just dying. Two-day old pizza has killed me, so I'm sure it's fine. Hey, you know, maybe your place is a little bit cold. You did say Canada. Canada's cold. It's known for doing cold things. I'm just gonna rip this out. Stop. Visible signal bus finished battle at mid. Okay. I'm not even gonna worry about this either. End condition met. Nope. Not even gonna... I think this is all the stuff I'm not gonna worry about for the moment. Next turn, I'm just gonna rip out a bunch of code because like this is a lot of stuff that I shouldn't need to worry about. Get next date. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Pay good money for pizza. It was always getting eaten. I always reheat it though, because people enjoy cold pizza or burritos. Cold pizza is definitely not great, but I mean, if I have to, I will. Good night, or whatever it is for everyone. May the close times bring great joy. And to great joy it will be brought. Bread enjoys cold pizza. Just gonna throw it out there. Self P add player turn state. What is this player turn state? I'm gonna get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. Player turn state, enemy turn state. We don't need this. Right? I don't think we need to keep track of it. Okay, combatants. So we're gonna add, no, we're too far down. Okay, so we add the child here, battle player. See, now I don't think we need to add all this stuff. Battle player container, add child, battle panel. Oh, okay, because I was adding... What the hacky shit what was I doing here? Alright. That's crazy. Okay, so we load the party. And then here we can do add date. What the hell is player turn state? Wait, hold on, stop. Stop. Why am I not getting errors? LSP reload. Wait, LSP. Oh. I don't know. What is it? I'll restart. Cold pizza is great depending on what kind. If it's like cheap Little Caesars, hella good cold, but if it's authentic pizza, then reheated is better. Cheap cold pizza is the most memorable taste. My beloved. I like to cook an egg over medium and put in a piece of reheated pizza the next day for breakfast. The controversial statements have entered the chat. I don't think I've ever tried an egg on pizza, though. That sounds like it could be pretty interesting. Pop in the oven for 400 degrees Fahrenheit. 5 minutes, as good as the first day. That might be true. I mean, that's what they do in the pizzeria. Like, they just pop it in there for a little bit. You assume I have an oven. I mean, you are bread. How do they make you? Do you not oven? Just never microwave it. Okay. Coco proceeds to sweat. Coco proceeds to sweat. I microwave 100% of the time. 1 minute in the microwave and it comes out scalding hot. Better than a lighter. Oh, I'm sure it's better than a lighter. Throw it in a pan, splash of water around it, cover it, perfect, reheat, night all. That was a good statement to end this on. I have to get ready to head out. I didn't even get this working, and this LSP is just kicking my ass right now. Why? What is this? Battle Manager GD parse error? What is the parse error? Hello? Where's my battle manager at? Battle manager? You. Where you at? Battle manager GD. Okay, for whatever reason, this thing is just like a dirt. There you go. It's like it wasn't working. I got a bunch of issues over here. Combatant. There we go. Enemy turn state news not declared in current scope. You're not declared in the current scope. Hello? Bar enemy state equals add child enemy state. There we go. This should be a little bit happier now. Forget the parse error. That there's nothing wrong there. Our player state equals player turn state boom 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 equals, oh god, player turn state dot new boom self and then p player state. There you go. Add state was not found in base self. Listen, it's literally here. It's in the base self. What is it, super? It is absolutely found there. Don't you dare. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. You better not. This is like, I'm gonna flip. Now everyone is hungry. You fixed it last night, so tomorrow I'll tune into some proper battles, yeah? You mean you'll tune into more broken system, probably. There's the pizza argument going on. I'd go for a pizza though, for real. I'm so hungry. 1 a.m. I can't eat now. ET hungry as hell, but hungry as hell. Microwave cooking for one. Mary T. Smith. You can post a link. I gotta head out though. I do have to head out. I do need to head out. It is time to get out of here. We'll do one last thing before we go. Let's the one to send it all. Brett is just trying to go to sleep. He's like, please send me. Okay. First of all, microwave breakfast. Why is it 12 minutes? That's not how microwaves work. All right.
Welcome back to Good Day. Our first guest today.
This is not how microwaves work.
Food. Okay. Well, we're going to put together. You're going to put together. I'm going to watch it. If you explain to us.
That's not how microwaves work.
How you make your conversions.
My breakfast should already be hot.
Well, the first one we're going to start with are refrigerated biscuits.
All right.
And this is one thing that you need a special utensil for, and this is called a Corning browning griddle. And it's a browning griddle because it has an oven.
Okay, I got it. What are you gonna do in the microwave?
Our condenser went out one year in the middle of the summer, and of course.
What are you putting in there?
So that leave this in the oven.
Are those biscuits?
Place these in.
Oh God.
With browning utensils, you want to leave them in the oven and move them in and out as little as possible.
Right.
Otherwise, they lose a lot of heat. Now, we're going to cook that 50 seconds. I must point out that this is a 700-watt oven.
Right.
And these times.
Okay, so is this biscuit gonna be harder than a rock? Is my question.
Will not work for a 350 or a 500.
What's gonna win, her tooth or the biscuit?
Approximately how much?
Well, on a 350 watt oven, you'd have to double it.
So you would cook, instead of cooking the biscuits for how long are we
Only after it cools.
1 minute.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's not too hard to do. That's
True.
explained in your book, isn't it, though?
Yes, I do.
You gotta eat it hot while it's still soft.
Have a microwave oven. Don't have a 700 watt oven.
Right. Well, let me ask you this about these different the watts on the microwave ovens. Would it be worth a person's while to buy a low wattage oven?
I personally do not feel so. Now, here are the biscuits, and we're going to have to turn them over.
All right. Now that was 50
Seconds.
50 seconds on one side. Well, they did.
Cook them another 30 seconds on that side.
Okay.
Was this like when microwaves were still relatively new?
Waste your time.
No,
I don't know when microwaves came
if you
out,
want
to be
use a
honest.
microwave oven, you need a 700 watt. If you have a 350 watt oven, it's going to cook at half the time. It's like cooking
350 watt microwave, damn.
Now, you know that just is impossible.
Right. That's right. It never gets done that well. It will.
You might as well have
It
been
will
baking
be
that.
Very tasty.
No.
All right, our biscuits are done. We're going to put them in our.
Are they actually done?
When they're dry on the side, they're done.
Oh. Are they very hot?
Touch them.
Not really.
Touch the side.
Well, that's a little hotter than the bottom, the top.
That's my entire microwave experience. That's everybody's microwave experience. Is it hot here? No, not really. How about the other side? Oh yeah, that side is hot. Wait until you feel the middle.
Next, we're going to make our bacon. And that's simple.
It's either ice
Bacon
or
on a
lava.
plate, placing paper towel down. And we're just going to make 2 slices of bacon, but you can make as many as you like.
Right.
But if you would,
Bacon.
then layer your bacon, put enough paper towel down, another 2 slices
They're
of bacon.
baking
So we're just going to
bacon in the
put-
microwave?
What do you
Oh
think?
man, they were experimental.
You can cook a whole pound of bacon that way. Now, if you like to save your bacon grease and use it to flavor your vegetables, then you would need to cook the bacon on a rack in a dish.
Right.
And you would get the most beautiful bacon grease. It would be absolutely clear.
Wow, but if you want to just take the grease out of the bacon, then you layer it. Well, while we're waiting for that to cook, what else can we put together here?
Well,
I'm starving. This is taking too long. For real, right? Like I could have just listen.
But this is a very simple-
We have a toaster, a pan, we'll do the bacon, like come on. They're already messing up big time.
tablespoon of dry pectin and 2/3 cup of sugar. No water and very little sugar compared to.
Why are they sticking all this stuff in the microwave?
The first step is to put the strawberries and the pectin together in a bowl.
Stop.
You cook that for 3 minutes. Then you add the sugar. You cook it another 3 minutes, and there you have it.
My goodness. What about making cakes in microwaves? Is that something very easy?
People do make cakes in microwaves, by the way. You want to know what I do from time to time? If I have the pizza pops with real cheese melted on top of them, so much better with real cheese on them.
Easy to do?
I can see that.
They're, one of our favorites is carrot cake, and it comes out absolutely the same as if you cook it in your regular oven.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Anubis. What the hell you doing around these parts? Welcome in. What the hell? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. How you doing? We were about to head out, but we're just looking at a little microwave recipe, bacon
If you don't like it that crisp, then you
and
let that
stuffs.
Wonderful.
Now, normally I just flip it over and let it drain some more while we make our egg.
All right. I think we've got about 2 minutes to do the
Well,
egg.
that's about what it'll take. We'll put this. This is another browning skillet.
Happy New Year to you too, by the way.
That for 45 seconds.
I've been telling everyone you're dead.
Then
I know
we'll
for
take
real.
a pat of butter. It's just slightly butter the bottom for flavor, and so the egg won't stick.
We'll put it
back
back
in.
in it.
We'll put it
Like a
back in.
zombie has risen.
Are we going to fry the egg or scramble? It will be sunny side up.
And the trick with this is to add a little bit of water on top of the egg.
Are they doing? Wait, I missed. Are they doing the egg in there too?
A little bit of salt on the top of mine, not much. Cover
She's just like,
you
God.
your breakfast. Then we'll have our.
She looks hesitant. She looks hesitant.
With some jam on it.
Right.
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't you love the color?
It's beautiful. It really
After you
is.
get accustomed to eating strawberry jam like this, you can go back to the other. You can also make apricot peach.
I'm trying to
blueberry.
wait for this egg to cook, and I'm being told that we've run out of time and everything, but we've got about, what, 10 seconds more. If we could
11.
just wait 10 seconds so we get the egg out, then we will go to break and come back, and we'll be talking with Charlie. Well,
And
here we
here we go.
Okay, let's take a look at this egg.
This is like the longest time to make a breakfast ever.
Oh, Marie, that's beautiful.
There we
Well,
are.
there's the breakfast. Thank you so much for being with us. This is wonderful. I'm making.
Too bad nobody's gonna eat it.
Getting myself a microwave because of you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
She ain't getting that shit. She's like, I could cook this so much quicker. I could cook this so much quicker with conventional tools. I'll eat it. I mean, I would eat it too. It looked all right. I won't knock it. All right. Let's hit up actually. Let's hit up Ezra today. I would eat that. I would eat that. You can't stop me. I'll eat it. I'll pop in. Too bad Newbie came in so late. We couldn't see Newbie for too long, but you know, you should pop in a little bit more. Thank you for microwave breakfast. I would love to eat it, but I can't. So I'm gonna have to eat something else now. Morning ruined. I'll see you all later. Thank you all for joining in. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, what are we doing? Tomorrow's Friday. We might actually do Monster Hunter. We need to finish off Monster Hunter. All right. We're getting close. We're getting real close. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.